Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. So this is a little rule video in light of the fact that everybody has been a little skeptic over the new added rules that we've put in. And the added rules are for the general fairness of the match. Now, I know hardcores are no DQ, but there are two specific things that I think you generally would agree with. Actually, one of them should just be a certainty at all times, and I don't know why it ever occurred. And the other one is just for the general fact that nobody would ever get to win if this happened. So the one rule, one of the two rules that applies
for hardcore.
A lot of things qualify as disqualification in normal matches just because they're DQ ensued matches. So Brooke and I are just going to be fighting in the background. Don't mind that. If you want to watch, it's just for entertainment. Heaven jumping to the point where... Actually, wait, Brooke, if I could display. Actually, yeah.
Oh.
Brooke had me up, though. So, like, heaven jumping, you know, people that are better
like
at heaven jumping than me, I have to get up this high. Like, up here, and then they'll wait. I did state this in the most recent episode, so you should be able to see that. I did point out some rules, but this is just to specify. You do not go up here and then go down and be like, oh, I was never eliminated, I never eliminated. And one other reason for that is also, we can't prove if you were there or not, because we're not commonly looking if you're there or not.
We're looking at action like on the ground, not really 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, so that's another reason why we don't want it, is because 1, we can't film you, 2, it's cheap, and 3, we can't prove that you were genuinely not in, which actually transitions me fairly well into the next one. You're not allowed to, and I know there's probably quite a few ways to break in that I'm not aware of, but we're finding them out because everybody keeps breaking in, and then Brooke finds out.
I teleport to the people, and
I know,
if I see somebody breaking in, I teleport to them, like, while invisible, and I use CMD bar to get to them, so I mean...
Yeah, for the record, you'll never know when Brooke is doing it, so, you know, like, 9 times out of 10, she does get it, so...
If I'm not recording, that's what I'm doing.
Even sometimes when she is recording, which brings me perfect into being able to see it, so... Usually these things will get patched, but that's what happens. People break in, and then they look like someone, or make an account, that, like, if they have an L, they make an uppercase I... And, you know, that's what happens. And then they make, like, say, Kendall or something like that, or Hungry Sniper Fish, or something, you know, something that can be made, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go in. They dress like them, or they get the person dressed like a noob. That's the particular instance that happened. And then they take their spot. Now, the reason that that's also DQ is, 1, that doesn't give everyone else actually fair shot. I know with no DQ, there's some unfairities to it, but generally speaking, that is really unfair. Would you agree, Brooke?
Yeah, I agree.
If you dress like a block,
and also, barrier
killing,
legal during hardcore, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna state this. I was gonna state a list of everything that is legal that would not normally be legal. So for the record, barrier killing, such as Brooke, come over here. Now it's a little harder to do it since I added a remove script, but it's not in this arena. So Brooke, back up a bit, or move forward a bit. Yeah, see, take your tool, and then it does some damage.
Oh no, I am dying on this convenient clean.
Another thing that is not usually legal, but is legal during hardcore, is the good old trip kill. Oh no, she's tripped! I'll just kill her right now! While she's trying... I'm not very good at it, okay? Don't blame me.
Come at me.
Okay, so trip killing is also something that is legal at most times. Barrier killing, getting killed, barrier kill. So during
trip killing is only legal during hardcore.
Yes, I would
Trip damaging, though.
Trip damaging is legal at all times. I might put some stipulations on that in the future, but for the time being, it's trip damage. So try your best not to get into situations where you trip. The reason you trip is usually because you're in a situation that could result in you tripping. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if I was to hop along here and just be like that, I'd obviously trip somehow, or like, you know, situations.
Is that all the rules we had to go over for hardcore?
Yes. You can be at the commentary table, or you can hide for all you want. You can do that in any match you want. If they don't notice you, that's your own...
Also, on top of the monument is legal.
But if you're here, if you're, like, on the barriers, expect to be killed because there's a lot of people waiting to do that. I did make something that prevents a lot of the situations. For the record, ties, again, this is something we should also touch up on. Ties, 1 time, redo. 2 times, redo. 3 times, it's a draw.
Yeah.
And if it's a draw in a title match, the champion must choose again to defend. And if they do, well, then you got yourself one hell of a nice champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're actually really...
For hiding, anywhere that's accessible just by, like, anyone is legal. Like, on top of the monument, Look,
Or
I
behind
just like
someone.
I just jumped up by by swinging my clean one time. That's
And
pretty
here is
easy
the
to get
number
up.
one that has sparked controversy. Brooke, could you run the loop, please? And
Yep.
make sure you stay away from me. Damage, I broke. So she's really damaged. She doesn't want to lose. This is a big match for. Oh, I don't know. I'll just pick a random one. World Tag Team N1C. That's a pretty random scenario, right? So she's getting away, right? So I can do this to do. Well, if I apparently I can't
Get a
do
view of
this.
him.
Oh, look at her. She's
Oh.
dying. But for instance,
Now, now if
Brooke
he
can't.
was
Now Brooke would be chasing me. Oh no, it's an important match. Say World Tag Team N1C. I don't know. I just like that example for some reason. I'm not allowed to do like this to get away. Like Brooke's charging at me.
heaven jump is illegal at all times.
Heaven jump, to clarify, there's a difference between heaven jump and tool jump. Heaven jump is jumping all the way up to like a high location, a really high location.
Tool
Not
jump
the,
is just getting over like this thing with your clean.
technically
Right?
they're the same thing. It's like
Like doing that.
technically heaven jump is tool jump, but not all tool jump is heaven jump. You know what I mean? So other than that,
Yeah.
hiding backstage is also legal.
Oh!
One
I've
titles.
never done tool jump before. I just did it successfully.
But you get my point. Teaming is legal, and I don't get why you would ever make that illegal. It's called being smart. If you can win 1v1s, great. But you also have to be adaptable to scenarios such as teams. You know what I mean.
So what's illegal at all times? Heaven jump,
Which is
barrier
hiding in
kill-
location.
Like in other matches besides hardcore, heaven jump, barrier killing is illegal.
Trip killing. Okay, I
Trip
will
killing
say.
is illegal.
In normal matches, everything that is a disqualification, heaven jump, tool jump to run away and not to chase. I'll make that now. It was about for a month and a half, maybe 2 months that was a rule. So just to clarify for anyone that thinks I'm just making that up on the spot for this scenario, it has been a rule for months. Maybe we didn't touch up on it too nice. So, heaven jump is illegal. Tool jump to chase is legal. Tool jump to run away is illegal. Tool drop from the barriers results in a probable redo, so you're probably just screwing someone over if you try to kill them. I'd stay away from the barriers at all times for your own safety. Using the ropes is legal. Hiding is legal.
Hiding as long as it's not like all the way up there.
Like I said, you get the point. Don't try to find loopholes
Like,
and things because we will cut you out on that.
Monument
Can
or
DQ
like
you as
above,
well.
like right, the little thing right below the Tron. That's legal. The commentary is legal. Like, but commentary tables are legal. Behind the bell is legal.
So you get the point. I want to fight flames, then we'll triple threat or something, but
Legal
I don't know.
areas
Anyway,
to
you get
fight.
the point. We've summed it up. If you try to find loopholes, we'll just DQ you. And if you get DQ'd, listen, it's so simple. It's just so simple to listen. Literally, if I
feel
ask
like
you to
we're
go to your
leaving
corner,
some things out, but
I know. If we're leaving something out, I don't think we are. That just generally covers it all. So, just listen. It's that simple. Oh, that was a good spot. So you get my point. If I tell you to go to the red corner and you're in the red corner, just go. I don't want to have to DQ you from the match. And, oh yeah, that's one thing. Brooke,
What?
can you go over to one of the lights on the ramp, please? Just one of the lights.
Yep.
This does not count at any time. You cannot tag from over there, so I wouldn't go out.
Tagging rules. Look. Oh, and if you want to get tagged in, you cannot be here between the two quarters. You have to be at least like here if you want to get tagged in.
And try your best
Preferably like here.
If it's a normal tag match like 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or 3v3, just be in this general area within the box. I don't want to have to
If it's
call
like
you out.
a 10v10, like when we have a lot of people, I think like here or like here is acceptable. But like in just like a 2v2, please try to be really close in your corner.
You
Oh,
get my
another thing,
point.
if we're doing like an N1C or something that's gauntlet, stay backstage. Do not come right in their faces.
That can cost you the title match itself. I do not want to disqualify you from the match, but I will not hesitate to disqualify you from the match. If I say ring area only, to clarify, that means no ramp. That means no ramp. Try not to do this. Funk the police coming straight. Try not to do that because that puts me in a bad situation, okay? That means I have to do something. I have to, tell you to stop, and then you keep doing it, and then I eventually have to DQ you, and you lose your shit. I don't want that to happen, so just listen, just fight. A lot of you have enough talent to win the matches, and you're all very close to equal, to be honest. A lot of you have equally matched opponents when this happens, and you just don't. Type killing is legal, and I can't stress it enough. It pisses me off. Brooke, did you just type me a lovely little paragraph?
You know, I love you. Our anniversary's on Sunday.
Oh, what
Oh,
the
what?
fuck?
DQ,
What the
DQ,
fuck?
DQ, DQ.
No, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Saying DQ and DQ and DQ and DQ and DQ does not help you. I get that it's a joke, but when you actually mean it, just stop. So yeah, you get the point. Another thing. Say Flames is, the partner. So, let's just say I'm going after Flames. Oh, I'm dead. Brooke is allowed to stand fairly close. I'm gonna put a new loot rule on it. Let's just make it so that you
I
have to
can't
stay a
be
fair
like
distance.
here. I have to be like
Yeah, you can't be close.
I have to be like here or something. But I can be like here, but I can't be like in his face raping him while he
Yeah, you gotta
dying.
be like here or something. I don't know. I don't have a specific. Just try to stay a fair distance away. You get my point, right?
Yeah.
Um, just and try to stay in your own tag zone because I can't tell you how many times it's bit someone in the ass where they get out of the tag zone waiting for the opportunity. Their
If
their
you are
partner
not in the
desperately needs the
tag
tag.
zone and your partner tags, you cannot receive a tag. It's just plain and simple.
Yeah, we will be as fair as possible.
And I know
Most
people like
times,
to do this. They'll be like here, and then they'll like jump in when somebody tags. You can't do that. I've said it already, but
how to clarify, if your partner dies and you're over here, you're allowed to jump in from anywhere.
yeah.
But don't be too close. You get my point. Just try not to actually fuck up because I'm not actually I don't want to DQ you. I don't. But just calm. One more thing I want to cover. Oh yeah, two more things I want to cover. Try to be throughout your team. If you actually want to win the match, just pick someone next. I always organize with my team. I say, like, Brooke's going to go next. Then it's going to be Django, and then it's going to be Dean. No, wait. Muddy hasn't been in for a while, so I'm going to send Muddy in. And okay, Muddy goes before all you. If someone has a good plan, try to listen. It's not a rule, but I would suggest it because you want to win matches. And you won't get title matches if you don't win. And winning is as simple as listening to one person who has a decent idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next thing in point. If you say, oh, I teed, I'm really tempted to just not bring you back in. Because I don't know if you understand this or not, but like 99, maybe 95.5% of the time, pretty good percentage of the time we're watching, and at least one of us is watching. Both of us aren't always watching, but we always at least have one person watching. And if the footage proves wrong and we were wrong and we made a bad judgment, we'll try to compensate. We'll try if it really deserves it. You get my point? Sometimes we
What
don't always
about
make perfect judges. We are humans, but we try.
team
Right?
killing and team damaging?
Team killing and team damaging will get your ass taken out of the match. Just don't be an idiot. Try it. A lot of these things are like things that in the 60s we wouldn't have had a problem with. Because, like, back then, people in the 60s didn't try to break the rules. Like, I know we probably had some, but, like, they just had more common sense back then. You know what I mean? Even though I wasn't then, apparently, this is what happened. And, you know, you see it in trends. Just don't be an idiot. It's simple to win around here. Train up, do good, try your best. Nothing can go wrong.
Oh, although we kind of patched this, it isn't in this arena. Tool drop's illegal.
And for the record,
This.
you can't really pick up tools in the first
Not
place.
anymore.
That's still illegal if that handle thing comes back.
If
Okay?
if it does come back, it's illegal.
There are a few other things that are basic common sense rules, so you should be able to just grasp that. So just try to fight fair and have fun. Alright? So if there's any other rules, you should probably know them because we say them fairly often or, you know, enforce them often. But we'll make another rule video if it does need it. Okay,
And,
so yeah, this is Kids Rock 4.
And I'm Ibrook.
And we're signing out. What's up?